Hi there, and welcome to my postmortem. So, all the login and registering users and everything was demoed in the previous video. So, we'll kind of skip through that. I'll just go ahead and log in under my account. And as you can see, we have uh, my physical device running on Visor, as well as the Android Studio emulator app to showcase the sending of a receipt um, to another person, which I think is pretty cool. First time I've ever done something like that, so definitely something that I'm actually pretty proud of. Um, as you can see, we just have an empty state for the list view here of your receipts. So we'll just go ahead and create a receipt to send to somebody. So we'll do a bill of sale and we'll say that I'm selling a car. So we'll enter my name since I'm the seller. The buyer will just put John Smith, and then we'll put my phone number. Because in order to register a car, like in Washington State where I am, they do like to have that kind of information down. And we'll say we'll pay 2,000 for an old beat up Honda Civic, which there's plenty of them out here. If I could spell, there we go. And then, so this is a feature that I'm particularly proud of as well. So we'll just go ahead and sign my name. And please excuse my terrible handwriting, especially on a screen. And then just say that, my doctor's signature there. And then we can review the receipt here. As you can see, we can see the signatures that were made. That way you can view the receipt in its entirety here. And then now for the killer app feature is we can send it. We'll send it based on uh, a recipient's phone number. So for the Android Studio emulator, we just have a test at gmail.com for the user. And then I entered in this very unique phone number here to send it. And then as you can see, the receipt showed up immediately on the recipient side here. And now we can view the receipt on this side. So now he has his receipt to view and give it to like the DMV or a licensing agency to show that both the seller and him endorsed it, so that way he knows that it's not stolen, or the DMV knows that it's not stolen, and able to get his car registered. And so now we'll go the other way to show that we're got functionality between both sides. So for this one, we'll do a donation. And we'll say that I am donate.incorporated. And then the donatee would be, we'll say test. And then it would be this guy's phone number. And we'll say $50. And we'll say this is a donation to donate.inc. I'll make that a capital D. And then since I'm using a mouse to try and sign this, I'm just going to give it the old squiggly here and the old squiggly here. And then as soon as I bring up my phone again, we can review it, make sure everything's good, and then send it. and then we'll enter in my physical device's phone number and send it. And then as you can see, it showed up on my physical device here, and now we can review it here and see that everything works perfectly as far as sending and receiving receipts. So now the part where I reflect on the things that I missed. The wireless print service was a little more intense than I had originally um, anticipated, and the user interface, making sure that I got the user interface stuff just right and to where I liked it, took up a little bit more time than I expected as well. So that pushed back the ability to uh, sort out, um, different receipts so that I could pick up receipts that I was looking for or something like that. I felt that the emphasis should have been on the user interface and user experience because, as I stated in my report, that like 90% of users would uninstall an app based on the user experience or UI elements not looking right. So I decided to go that route rather than trying to fit in um, the features or try and get in a milestone that didn't work. Um, I wish I had a little bit more time to get that stuff implemented. I think it would have been a much uh, better app. But looking back, I've never done where I've encoded a a bitmap to show images that I had loaded to a cloud database, um, uploaded to a cloud database, and then downloaded from a cloud database to show, let alone send an actual object from one user to another. So even though I didn't get the wireless print implemented, I would say that I learned a ton uh, on this project particularly, um, and I had gained a little bit more knowledge as to how Firebase works and how you can set uh, the push keys, like what you can see here, to give you um, the receipt object itself, uh, which I thought was pretty cool. And then this thing automatically maps out to a plain old Java object. So that was something that I didn't realize it would do before. So that was pretty amazing. Um, yeah, overall, I'm happy with the way that it turned out and what I got done. Um, Obviously, like I said, I focused a little bit more on the user interface and making sure the interactions worked a little better than probably I should have for a first version, and to probably should have not spent so much time on the user interface and focused a little bit more on the features and trying to hit the milestone. But overall, I'm happy, and hopefully a client would be happy with this. Of course, I would also work on getting the uh, receipt filtering and the wireless print probably in like a version 1.5 or a 2.0. Um, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed building this. This is an app that I think I might continue to develop and see if I can get a 100% gold release based on the features that I had originally planned on. I'm pretty close with this guy here, so I guess I'll just keep on working on it, and hopefully you'll see it in the App Store. Thanks for watching.